Hi, I'm Christina Bowermaster, and thank you for joining me on the Bowermaster Dream Channel. I am about to go outside and do some planting, but I wanted to do this video to show you the home. We haven't shown you the home. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, and I apologize about that. We moved in Thanksgiving 2024. It is now March 2025, so it hasn't been too long, but holidays were here. We moved in. We've been a little bit busy. We've done some new things to the home on the outside, the exterior of the home, that I'm really excited to show you and tell you about. We'll do it all today in this video, but I'm really excited to show you the home, so let's get started. Come on in. Well, I was going to take you inside the house, but since I'm already outside, I thought I'd show you the biggest addition to the home, which is right behind me, and it's my husband's shop. So I know that you watched, and I posted a video with the build on this. It's a 40 by 80, I want to say, and he's going to correct me. 40 by 80, I believe. Let me ask him, but I believe it's a 40 by 60 or 40 by 80. Anyway, structure behind. So as you can see, let me turn this around so you can get a better look. So this is the shop that he had built. Big Buildings Direct was the company that he went through. Initially saw this or some of these floor plans on these shops and just fell in love with them. Tubular Building Systems is actually a company that they contracted, that Big Buildings Direct contracts to have these things erected. So again, 40 by 60, 40 by 80. Anyway, I'll ask. And this is it. It's fairly large. It has a lean-to. He's got our son's vehicle parked under there. We've got a water tote and his trailers, enclosed trailers back there. But yeah, really large, 20 feet covered parking here. The two 10-foot roll-up doors and the center door inside. Let me open one of these doors and show you the inside. So here it is. Haven't really done much. Sorry, that door was still rolling up. Haven't done much. He hasn't done much to this space, but place his toys in here so far. So you can see that we have another door that leads out into the lean-to. Let's walk out this door. So you can see that is out to the lean-to. I was standing there at the beginning of the video. So yeah, so there's a door. There's another 10-foot roll-up door over on the other side as well. So yeah, like I said, excuse the mess. We are still evaluating this space and kind of talking it through as far as what we want to do with it. But so far we have vehicles in here, and he has his bikes, his motorcycles. He's got some tools in here. Most of the tools are in the garage right now, but he's got car cleaning chemicals in here. But yeah, as you can see, we love this space for obvious reasons. It's going to be plenty of space for his vehicles. He has a truck, and actually he should be pulling in any minute now, but he parks that vehicle in here. So inside the garage, I park my vehicle, and then there's a side-by-side in there. But yeah, this is what we had built, and we are loving the space. And I don't know, yeah, they did an awesome job. So and there he is backing in, actually. Speaking of the devil. So I'll show you the side view of the shop, which is very large. So yeah, we love it. So as you can see, you saw a little bit when I showed the side of the shop. We've added a fire pit to the home. We absolutely love. We're not quite finished. It's about 98% completed, but we still have lights and tiki torches, and we've got a barrier there that will go there in the entrance. But we absolutely love it, and we love spending time out here, and we use it quite a bit, especially this winter. And yeah, we've used it this winter, and it's starting to warm up a little bit, so we will probably steer away from the fire pit this next few months, but we have enjoyed it. Again, the view from the back of the home. So yeah, so let's go inside. off from the shop, you can see, and here's our driveway, you can see we added this area here. It was pretty much a dead space, and we wanted to hide the propane tank that you see back there and hide that transformer there as well. So we did some planting and hope that these trees and plants will grow and mature fairly quickly. Not sure their growth rate, but we're hoping for the best, and they look great so far. We are really happy with what we planted here. Planted some white irises, some lilies. You can see there we planted a few lilies. Those trees back there are palm trees. There's different varieties of palms. I believe these are queen palms, and we've got some fountain grass there. So yeah, so hopefully this will all start coming in and fill in the space, but yeah, so far so good. We added this path here literally about the week of Thanksgiving to match the front. We had some extra stones left over, so we thought it'd be a good idea to place them here. This is the door that leads out of the garage and into the shop. So yeah, Brian and I did that ourselves, as well as the one in the front. So it was really tough, and I don't think I'll ever do that again, but we got it done. I planted some hibiscus out here. We have a sulcata tortoise that love to feed on hibiscus. They just love those hibiscus and rose petals. So not too much of a rose bush fan, but I do love the hibiscus. So I planted a couple of bushes there. And as you can see, not much in the front. We haven't yet decided and don't want to commit yet to planting anything in here, so we've kind of left this pretty bare. So as you can see, we have planted some things over here though. You can see we just haven't really done much. We've just left the woods as is, and we think it's beautiful just like that, but we have added some things here and there, like these azaleas. So these are the old-fashioned azaleas, and we've planted those here. There's a few here, and there's a couple around back. Yeah, that hopefully will grow pretty quickly and grow a pretty good size as well. I have a garden here that I haven't quite yet started. Again, don't know exactly what to do here, but I do know that I want this to be a memorial for my brother who passed away February 2024. My brother Fabian passed of cancer, and I want this to be a memorial for him. So you can see I've just kind of placed some things here. My dad gifted me this beautiful angel that he had in his backyard, so I could place here, and then I've made him a plaque there, you can see, for my brother and in his memory. And I'm hoping to have a beautiful garden here at one point. We will decide what exactly we want to do, but for now it's just kind of a empty space, but it's going to be beautiful, and I hope that he's proud of this little space that I'm making for him, and I hope that he loves it. So as you can see, not much. Did a couple of plants here. We use this space here every single weekend as much as we can. Every morning we are sitting out here having our coffee. My husband and I are having our coffee out here, and it's so nice to be able to look out and see this every morning. So, or those mornings that we're able to do that. So let's go into the house. So as you walk in, this is for those of you who have seen the videos, you know that this is what you see when you walk into the home. So this is the black Nero Marquina that we used, the quartz that we use for our counter, as well as our backsplash. So this is our kitchen, and this is what we've done so far. So So I know you saw the build, so I'm hoping that you are really excited to see the completed and decorated home. Now, I will mention, I say decorated, but we're just not finished doing the home. It's going to take quite a while till I finish. I would say if I had to put a percent on it, it's probably about 75% complete. So what you see here this is how we live every day. We have turned, well, I should say I have turned into, I don't want to say use minimalist. I don't want to say that word because I'm really not, but I have minimized my decor and have minimized the decor items that I have in the home and that I want to showcase in the home. I really have toned that down, and I love it. I love that our counters are pretty bare. I use that for my phone and my iPad all the time. Just things that we use every single day are out here. So there's nothing that you see out that we don't use. Now, these items are not decorative. These are our everyday dishes. So I love that we were able to make these floating shelves or create these floating shelves and be able to place items that I can just grab quickly, because we do use these items every single day. These are our everyday dishes. So this is what we have here. Obviously the stove. We have the trash and recycle there, dishwasher, and we have the microwave. This was a huge thing for me to have this microwave drawer. I've always wanted one, and now it's here, and I love it. So again, clean space. I love that about this home and about our now decorating sense now. Again, the things that we have out, I use every day. All these olive oils, every day, use them every day. But I just love that is a decorative piece, but I just love that I can walk into the home and actually see the house and not have to see past all the decorative items that I used to in my previous homes. We didn't purchase anything as far as what you see in this home now. We have not purchased, with the exception of these stools. We needed bar stools. We had 4 in the previous home, but the counter height was wrong for our bar stools, so I did have to purchase bar stools. So I purchased these 6 bar stools and that dining table there, or kitchen table. It's not really that large, so I don't think it's quite a dining table, but I did purchase that table and the rug that goes underneath it. So as you can see, looking from the other end of the space, but yeah, pretty minimal. Again, this is just how we choose to live now, and we love it. So as you can see, this is what we've done. And I hope y'all are enjoying seeing what we've done and seeing the home completed. And I really appreciate everyone that was watching these videos. I was surprised at the number of viewers on these videos, but I'm glad that y'all took interest. And I don't know if I said this in a previous video. I want to say that I did. If I can remember correctly, I mentioned why I chose to do these videos, to create these videos of this home from start to finish, is because I want to be able to pass this on to our son and ultimately his family and his kids, to show them and hope that they appreciate seeing these videos, that they appreciate the home and everything that we did and everything that we built here, as much as, appreciate it as much as we do. So that was my hope, and that was the reason for the videos, not for any other reason at all, but to have for him. So here's the outdoor space that we created. These 2 doors do slide back all the way back, and we love that we can leave these open, and we do many days and nights. We leave this open and we sit out here. We haven't quite, we don't know what we want to put out here yet as far as furnishing, so it's really empty. The concrete we want to do something here, pavers, or I'm not sure what, but we want to do something here, new furniture. So we haven't really done anything, which is okay. We're just taking our time, and one thing at a time, slowly but surely it will get done. But we were still able to sit out here and enjoy this space. Screened in, so the bugs, it's not an issue. Again, we can leave these doors open and not worry about bugs. We've got an 8-foot door there. And this was a huge thing for me. Was initially they didn't have an 8-foot door. As a matter of fact, it was shorter door. I can't remember the size of it, but the screen, they were initially wanting the bar to come down lower, about here, and that was an absolute no for me. I did not want any obstruction when I was sitting. If we were to be sitting here looking out, I didn't want to see a metal bar, so I had them raise, which they didn't think that they'd be able to do, but they did it. Raise the bar, and the reason for that is they were kind of leery because of the screen. This is a lot of space, a lot of screen, and very easily with winds and weather, it could loosen the screen. Because it's such a large space, it's very easily can be loosened and you know, not be taut all the time. But so far so good, and we've had some pretty good winds and weather, snow and such, and it's been fine. So I'm glad that I went with the higher metal around. So in order to do well, because they did that, they had to give me a larger door, a longer door. So they did that, and luckily they had that in their warehouse, and it turned out perfect. So let's go ahead and move on to the other spaces of the home. Okay, as we make our way, again, front door, we go right, and you will hit the one of 2 hallways, which this is the longest hallway. We only have 2. This home is 2,250 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 2 full bath. We purposely did a 2-bedroom because, again, it's only, you know, I say again because I've mentioned this in the previous videos, but if you've forgotten, there's only 3 of us in the family. Our son is a junior at Texas Tech University in Lubbock, Texas, so he is not here. So we don't necessarily need the extra rooms. So as long as we had 2 bedrooms, we were good with that. I just didn't want a big home. As a matter of fact, my goal was an 1,800 square foot home, but we ended up with 2,250, which I'm fine with, but we did make sure that it was only going to be a 2-bedroom home. This floor plan doesn't exist. We created this floor plan out of scratch, just pen and paper or pencil and paper, and we created this. So this floor plan doesn't exist until now, of course. But so yes, 2 bedrooms. This is the longest hallway. You'll see the other one in a second, but this is what we've done so far. This is my favorite, it is my favorite wall in the home. I've had this wall up, this gallery wall up since 2016, and it just has black and whites of our family, my husband, myself, and our son. And I love these, and I put them up in every home that we have been living in. So they have come with me, and hopefully that they will be in this home also forever. A spare bathroom here. So you can see just a basic, we went with black toilets, which we love, skirted toilets, which I love because it makes cleaning very, very easy. I didn't want all the, the nooks and crannies that are back there in a normal toilet. So I opted for the skirted toilet, which is so easy to clean. My husband wanted the LED lights, or mirrors, mirrors with the LED lights. So he got that in both bathrooms. We, again, just minimal. We love just not having a lot of things on the counter. I didn't want things hanging on the wall, so you can see that even that guest towel is draped on the counter, but on the vanity. I don't know yet what I want to do. We have plans. I have plans, I should say. I have plans for these walls. I just don't know quite yet what I want to do, and I don't want to commit to something just yet. I'm not ready. So when that time comes, I will do that. and add a little bit more color into the home. Although I do love the black and white, and I love the clean look of it, but I do still want to add some color here and there. You can see here the floor that my husband, the pebbled floor that he selected, and if you remember the wavy textured walls that he selected, this was his idea. So this is the guest bathroom. Let's move on. So we go in here. I have placed some things on the walls. Not much, but there are some things. This is our son's room when he returns home from college. This will be his room, and my husband jokes that we wanted a very small bedroom so he doesn't get too comfortable. But of course, he's our son and he's welcome to stay as long as he needs to. But he will come here. He hasn't yet come and stayed here. He hasn't seen the home yet since it's been built. But he will be here this summer. Again, he's a junior at Texas Tech, and he will be home for the summer, and this will be his room. Nothing special, just kind of basic, which we love. Closet. Not much in here. We do plan to hang that painting. Again, just things that we just haven't gotten around to doing. I do want to do something on that wall behind the headboard. Again, just not ready to commit to anything just yet because I want it to be perfect. So as we walk out of the spare, we'll walk into the utility room. So nothing much here. You saw the build. You saw the build. So this is just what we ended up with, and this is just the decor. Just again, everything here I use every bit of these things, and I like the ease, the accessibility of just having them on the counter, and it's quick and easy. I purchased this on Amazon, and I love it. It gives us that extra space. Throw our laundry up there, easily fold it up there and get it squared away, and we love that. So yeah, not much. Again, just simple, clean look. We do have a utility closet here, and I think it's a bit of a mess, but yeah, I need to put some WD-40 on that door, that hinge. But yes, so closet there. Again, a lot of these closets and things I haven't gotten around to really organizing, but I will get to that. Let's turn on the light from here. This is the master bath. So that's my vanity there. Clean, just don't want too much. This is my husband's side. As you can see, he's even more of a neat freak and doesn't want again, I don't want to say minimalist, but he doesn't like things on his vanity. So, and yeah, so there's the cabinets, just perfect. We are not done. I am not done with the, the organization of this home. It's not quite done. So, but again, work in progress. This is the toilet room. We have a bidet sitting there in a box still. My husband will get around to doing that at some point, and I have plans for this bathroom as well, or the toilet room. A lot of wall space there, but I have commitment issues. So that's going to wait. But this is our bathroom. Same shower, as in, kind of same. Shower head is a little different in the other one, but as far as the pebble floor and the textured walls, wavy walls are the same. And as you can see here, we have some items there, that little niche there that I love. But yeah, and the other bathroom, yeah, you saw the niche in there. So closet, this is the closet, our only closet. It's a his and hers, and this is what we ended up with. I still do want to go to the ceiling at some point. We will do that, but in the meantime, it works perfect. We do store our coats. We are in Florida, so coats, jackets, that the heavier stuff is up in our attic. We just did not want to fill this space with things that we really rarely use. So yeah, we love it. We love this closet. We love the size of it, and it's perfect. It's been really, really nice. And we'll go into the bedroom. So this is the master, and that's little Eva. So yeah, this is what we ended up with after we placed our items in here. Haven't even started in this bedroom. Everything you see here we brought over from our homes and our home, and just haven't really, as you can see, we've got a lot of bare walls here, no curtains. So I will mention that this room and our son's room will be the only room that will have curtains. I don't want any curtains in the main areas of the home. I just don't want, I love looking out the windows and seeing the trees. I love being able to look in every direction, out every window, and seeing the trees. So I didn't want anything blocking. And it just seems so open and so bright to me that I love that. So I don't want to put any curtains up, but in this bedroom we will, and in the spare bedroom, our son's bedroom, we will. But this is what we have right now, and this is how we've been living. As you can see, we can see the shop from here and the fire pit from here. But we absolutely love how this turned out, and that is Eva's resting spot every day. Her sleeping spot there. So as we come out of the bedroom, oh, also before I walk out, we have another door that leads out to the second patio that I haven't shown you yet, but we do have a door that we're able to walk out. But as we walk out of the bedroom, I have this pocket door. We do have a pocket door here. Let me open this. We do have a pocket door here that we're able to use to close off the pantry. But this is the pantry, and it's the best. We've enjoyed this pantry, the space of this pantry. We're not quite yet finished. We still have our coffee area to set up. It's not quite ready, but we have to buy another machine. Actually, our coffee maker broke, so we need to buy another one. But yeah, this is what we ended up with, and we absolutely love this space. So we have all these small appliances in here because we have outlets. We have outlets all throughout back here, and we're able to plug in and use the things here, which we do, especially that toaster. Every day, every morning, my husband uses this toaster for his breakfast before work. So we love that we can use these items here and not in the kitchen. But yeah, this is what we ended up with, just a few decor items. And I say decor, but I do use those cookbooks. You know, just some things that I picked up along the way. Again, these things I had from my other home, and all these containers that you see, everything I had. Fortunately, I didn't really buy much. This is just the way I store my items, but it works in here, and the organization in here is perfect. I need the organization, especially when looking for items in the kitchen, spices and things like that. I need to be organized, and so everything has its place. And as you can see, I labeled. I'm just OCD that way, but this is what we have. So as you walk out of here, I will show you the other small hallway that I mentioned. This is the tiny hallway that we have on the other side of the house. So not much there. And this is probably the extent of what's going to happen on these walls. I say that now, but I have a feeling I'm going to change my mind. So let's walk out to the other patio. And this is the other door. You can see that it's opposite the front door here. And so I didn't do much there. Had some mirrors that I hung on the walls. I had to hang some things on the walls because in this space especially, there was such an echo that I had to start placing rugs down, and I bought these 2 rugs and placed some things on the walls because there's still an echo. I can hear myself a little bit, but when you have 16-foot ceilings, it's just going to be very difficult to get away from that, I feel. But again, I have an idea for this wall, but other than that, I don't think much. Oh, well, I shouldn't say that. This wall is going to get a facelift. I already know exactly what I want, and I am ready to commit to that wall. Just haven't started yet, but I'm thinking by next week, I will start that wall. But yes, I had to place things down on the floor, as you can see, because the echo in here is crazy, or was crazier than it is now. So 16-foot ceilings in here. So yeah, I had to, let's see, let's go out here. This is the side patio. As you can see, there's the door that leads into now the master bedroom. So we have plans for this, or my husband has plans for this space. He wants to do an L-shaped outdoor kitchen at some point. It is already plumbed for an electrical for that. My husband made sure that he could place a sink there, and there's electrical for the kitchen in the future that he wants. So again, that will be, I'm not sure when we will do that. I don't believe that's going to be this summer, but hopefully by next summer we'll have an outdoor kitchen out here. But this is what we've done so far. This is what we have, and we have loved being, out here. We don't eat out here as much because it's not covered, it's not screened in, so the bugs and things are, not a little bit more out here. But we can't wait still to use this space. We did do speakers out here. As you can see, there's a speaker there and another one on the other side. So we're loving that as well. The other screened-in patio does have wireless speakers as well. And we use the Sonos system out here and in the other patio. So as you can see, this is our view from this patio. Come on, Eva, come on. And she doesn't want to come in. So she's going to be left outside. Well, I'll leave the door open for her. Okay, so that concludes the tour. I'm so happy that you got to finally see this home. And let me turn this video around. So I'm glad you finally got to see the home. We have enjoyed living here. It's been so nice and such a change for us living in this type of environment, this woodsy type of living environment, but we have absolutely loved it, and we picked the perfect spot for this home. The lot is perfect, and everything that we selected in this home has been great. We don't have any regrets about anything that we did in this home. The builder, and we have seen him since the home was built and since we've been living here. As a matter of fact, I saw him last week and couldn't praise him enough, couldn't tell him enough how much we've enjoyed living here and how well he did on the build. We do have a housewarming coming up next month, April 18th, 19th. And we have invited him and a few friends over, so we can't wait for that, and we can't wait for him. The builder hasn't come into the home to see the final product, but we can't wait for him to do that next month. But again, thank you so much for joining me on this video. I will be updating you with things that we're doing. We've got some things, again, like I've been mentioning throughout the tour, we've got some things projects that we want to have completed. So as we're doing those, I will post those videos as well for you. And this is also, like I mentioned before, this is for our son, and I'd like to document things that we do in this home so that him and his family, when Brian and I are no longer living, he can share that with his family in hopes that they can appreciate this home for what it is and the blood, sweat, and tears that we have put into this home. And we hope that they can appreciate that by watching these videos. And we hope that you've enjoyed them as well. And so we'll see you next time. I'm not sure what project I have next and what the next video will be, but we will see you next time. And thank you so much for being a part of this journey with us from day one. I think it was May 2023, I believe, when this project, this home, was actually in our minds, Brian and I, in San Antonio, Texas, and till now, March 2025. So it's been quite the journey, and we appreciate you watching and taking an interest in what we've done here. And we will see you again soon. Thank you for watching the Barrel Master Dream channel.